Hello and welcome to my channel. This week we're just doing a little bit of foraging and making some cakes. So in case you've been a little scared of making a cake, I'm going to show you how easy it is. But one of the things that you need to have in order to make bed cakes is sweet leaf. And so I'm going to just roam around Bahari Bay for a few minutes, just collecting some sweet leaf. And hopefully, like it's all over the north part of the bay, but hopefully you'll see how easy it is to collect sweet leaf. Other than that, you've got to go to Zeki's general store and purchase, go grocery shopping basically. And so one of the things I've tried to make note of is the quantities, like, the multiples for the quantities. So how many of what ingredients do I need in order to make cakes, so that way I'm not just flooding my inventory with too much milk, which I did. So that's why I'm starting to try to get that a little more narrowed in. Let's see, I don't think there's any on top of the mountain, but well, maybe. I just want to get to the other side right now. Yeah, there's some. So yeah, not the top of the mountain, but over here, look, there's 4 right here. I do kind of wonder how many I can gather in a few minutes. More over here. Well, 3 more over here, actually. Quite a bit. I've always found that in this area, there's quite a few, even on the other side of it, but I thought I had noticed some on the other side over here. Yeah, there's some. So what are we? We're at 12 now? I don't know if I collected any gold star, but I hate it whenever I collect the wrong multiple of gold star of these, because then I just make some macaroons. And then it kind of screws up my multiples on the other stuff, which is fine overall, as long as you buy multiple cakes worth of groceries. Maybe you didn't really ruin a cake, but you just aren't able to make the full multiple that you first hoped for. Let's see. Well, since we're right here, might as well check to see if this glitch is still going on. Yeah. There's probably something that's supposed to be a little bit bigger over there, but it's a little broken. Let's see. We were just over here. Those are cat noises. So a moment before I started, I thought that there's a decent chance that I was going to have, there's one, a visitor in the screen, so you would actually just be watching the cat while I talk, but he actually did move right before I started the stream, but it's probably because he was getting too much attention and wanted to go hang out by himself. Apparently, go to the litter box, which is fine. Alright, so we're at 18. Alright, we could probably go home now. 18 is a decent amount. And that was just roaming around for just a few minutes. So collecting the sweet leaf part, super easy. I mean, you just gotta look. If you were like roaming around a bay and that's what you're looking for, it's really easy. But if you're roaming around hunting, you might not notice all the things that you need to notice. And I don't think I picked up any gold star, and I'll show you why I don't like picking up gold star. So whenever it is that you go to buy or bake this cake, right, I don't have much gold star of all these other things. But if I had gold star and I only had 1 or 2, I wouldn't be able to make the cake, because it's like you only have 1 of 4 of these. So that's a little frustrating. But again, see, I bought too much milk, and I'm just like, what do I do with all this milk? So eventually I'll use up all of it, but it's by 1, so it's taking forever. And so I go through the sugar a whole lot faster, the flour clearly a whole lot faster, and the butter, again, a whole lot faster. So in making this cake, you've got to have blueberries. I think this one you could use blueberries or apples. Yeah, blueberries or apples, but it's selected I'm using blueberries. So it's saying that we've got to make 3 jelly layer cakes and frosting to make this cake. So when we hit go, that's the jelly layers and the frosting. And as you can see, we've got all this other stuff. So we first start off with grinding 4 of these sweet leaf. And honestly, it's just, you just hold the button down. It's just, oh, I didn't hold it all the way. It's so easy. You just hold it down and you just like wait to actually get to the actual end. Okay, we got 2. And as you're doing this, you can see at the bottom of the screen, it says 2. So I'm working on my 3rd. And the moment that that finishes, that 2 will become 3. I'm doing the 4th one, and it'll just auto rearrange the list for me. So now that I've got 4 of those, see, frosting's first thing up, and it uses one of those 4. So then the frosting pops on the bottom, and now the frosting's not good. They're not there anymore because I only needed 1, and I made 1. So now it's cake batter. So again, it's just stirring. So this epic level cooking is really easy. We've made 1, now we need 2 more. So the thing that's nice about this is how easy it is to make. At first I was trying to level up my cooking by doing all sorts of different recipes, and there's a bit there where you've got to cook one of everything in order to get certain accomplishments. But then once you get through that, honestly, the easiest thing to make to then also level up your cooking skill are these cakes. And so you'll even see online where people are inviting others over for cake parties. It's because of that. It's just, they're so easy to make. They level up your things so much. So this is making a cake layer in the oven. So I actually put out 3 ovens to make this faster. I'm adding the frosting so it gets a little check mark. Then I just wait and I collect that cake layer, grab that one and grab that one. Now I have to do the jelly cake layer, which is making the cake with the frosting be put together. So again, it's just a stir, super easy. But I would highly recommend making cakes over any other food unless, like, per a quest, you have to. It's occasionally nice to have other foods, so in case you you need a little bit of focus but not the whole bar, because these whenever they're not gold star, it's 825 focus points, and over here it's 1,237 focus points for these cakes. So it's over, right? Like, I'm maxed out at 1,000, so that's basically filling up the bar. No matter what, you're filling up the bar. But it is nice to have some other foods. So just in case, it's like I got 230, but I know for a fact that the next cake I make is going to take a little bit more than that. I can eat a macaroon or so and make another cake, which I think the whole process only takes like 1 or 2 minutes. So again, we've got the 4 of the sweet leaf and those cake layers and the frosting. Like, the whole cake over here, it says 4 minutes and 33 seconds over here. Well, I think it starts off at 5 minutes, and my average time to make a whole cake is approximately 2 minutes. Sometimes this doesn't work and I have to click the button, and that's, I guess, the main time that I lose while making these cakes. It's just that it doesn't stir when I'm telling it to stir. And you can do some other things, such as, like, if you want to try to time these things out better, you can always, rearrange your kitchen. You can always do the couple things in between mixing. I mean, I don't recommend doing too much, just because you don't want to burn the cake layers. All right, so we've got 1 more frosting to make, and then 2 more. Oh, that's right. Again, I was just talking about not burning these things. And I get distracted and almost burn them. All right, so yeah, we're at 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and I am doing this a little slower only because there were 2 times whenever the button didn't click, but 2 minutes 55, so that'd be 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And 680 on that. All right, so let's see where to, oh, right. One thing I don't like is that it doesn't always stack them, and I can't stack these together. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's the ingredients, maybe it's each one of the cake layers could have been a gold star, not a gold star. I don't know what it is exactly, but these, I would love it if they were more stackable. I don't know what to do with them now that they're in my inventory, but I ate that little bit of food and you see I got the 44 left. It's like I don't feel as bad doing an entire cake now that I only have 44 left, but when I had like 250, it was like that's just wasting 500 focus points when I already have to focus like waste about 237 no matter what. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this foraging and cooking video. Again, if there's anything that you want to see more of, let me know, and I'll see you guys next week.